You're watching Virginia This Morning.
All right, hopefully you've already filed your taxes, but if you haven't, you have until midnight to do so. And if you're expecting a refund, our good friend and money expert, Bryan, is back with some great ideas on how you can invest that money. Welcome back, girlfriend.
Thank you. It's good to be here. And I'm glad that you're happy, because all of the people that are actually getting a return, that look, there's probably a whole bunch of people at home like, return? Money back?
Yeah.
But,
or as David Letterman called it last night, my cut.
Exactly, your cut.
I'm going to get my cut.
It is a very good point, because that's our biggest bill, is our tax bill. And a lot of times we don't think about it, and we shouldn't celebrate. You know, I want everyone at home to think about, if you're getting a big return, then that means that that's money that you could have had during the year that you need to do some things kind of differently and make sure that you want to kind of break even by the time you are actually filing your taxes.
It's not a bad idea to get a little back, but you don't want a great big refund.
Exactly.
That means you've done something wrong going into it.
That's right. That your withholdings are incorrect somehow, or you might be getting just an earned income tax credit back, and you know that's a different situation. But definitely, if you're getting money back, it's time to think about investing it, not spending it. And you'll see a lot of commercials that are going to be running about how to spend your money. But let's talk about investing, because the difference with an investment is, if I gave you an apple bill, or if I gave you 100 apple seeds, which one would you want?
I'd find me a farmer to plant the apple seeds.
That's right. That's right. So investments are taking that seed and believing in, if I water it and I take care of this, that it's going to grow into something. So we want to take that return money and put it into the seeds. What can we do? What kind of seeds can I get?
All right. Well, I know that one of those seeds is going to have the letters 401k attached to it, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, okay.
You're smart like you.
Yeah.
That's right. Because say you got $3,000 back. That's for 10 months. You could do an extra $300 into your 401k. So you would just adjust the paperwork going forward. You have like 6 months. So you would just divide it over the next 6 months. Whenever you get that return, divide it over, and then when that money runs out, that you could actually go back into the payroll office and reduce that amount. And if you don't have a job, that's when you would set up your retirement account with that money.
All right, let's say, let's talk about, go
Not
back to
a job, but a 401k.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go back and think, you know, if you are getting some money back, somebody that's going to want some money down the road might be a good use for this as your personal property tax, because the folks down at the county courthouses are going to want to talk to you.
Yes, and go ahead and pay it forward if you have to, because you know that you're going to have that bill. So if that bill is coming in, instead of incurring a penalty, if you spend that money on something else, invest it in taxes that you know are coming up. So
personal property
is
going to come around.
It's going to come up.
Around. All right. Do you have maybe an emergency fund? You know, when times are tough, emergency fund's the first thing to go out the window.
Great point.
Got to get those bills taken up.
Great point.
If you're getting money back, maybe that's where to start.
That's a very good point. We want to make sure that you have at least 3 months of your living expenses that are there for you in an emergency fund. So don't spend that tax return money if your emergency fund is empty or is not complete with at least 3 months. You know, I encourage at least 6. And if you're a single parent, you know, look at having a year available for emergency income.
And by the way, your 401k is not an emergency fund. I mean, you can't get money out of it.
Oh, that's a great point, because people will do that and take loans against their 401k for their emergency because they didn't position money such as this, the return money, position it properly and put it in an emergency fund that would be available to you without any penalties.
Speaking of funds, because we're running out of time, insurance is always a good way to go with some of that extra
Definitely,
money.
you could pay up, even if you had to just get a term policy, but you would have that coverage for the period of time in which that return could pay for.
Speaking of paying it forward, the college fund's always a good idea too.
College funding as well.
Do you automatically at midnight tonight start singing the Hallelujah chorus? I'm just wondering, on April 15th.
Yeah, and I hope that everyone out there will look into filing online. Online.
Bryan offering money seminars every Wednesday in April, including this coming Wednesday. You don't take that time off at 12 noon. Location is 4860 Cox Road, Suite 200, Glen Allen. The sessions are free, but registration is required.